So the famous question I get is, how did I meet my wife? When Sweet and Savory opened, she is the sweet, she is this pastry chef, and I was the savory chef, and so people wonder how did we meet? And the honest answer is I met her at a keg party. This is all before I knew Jesus, okay? I met her at a keg party, and I was like 19, almost 20 years old, and I was doing my externship at the Biltmore Estate in Asheville, North Carolina, and she went to a different culinary school and was doing her externship at the Grove Park Inn, which is also in Asheville. I was probably half drunk when she walked up, and I remember she walked up, she was wearing a blue polo, and with the little Mickey Mouse emblem right here. And there was just something about her. I started hanging on her and just being an idiot. I don't usually become an idiot at the party, but I was the idiot to the point where I'm pretty sure I said something and she poured beer on me. And the next thing you know, I poured beer on her. And I've never been this stupid drunk at a party in my entire life, but I was that night. I mean, it was so bad. They had to give me clothes to change into. I was so soaked in beer. It was burning my eyes. And so she's sitting on the couch when I'm leaving, and I was like, bye. And she's like, don't talk to me again. And so that's how we met. But then it was about 3-4 weeks later, probably, back in the days before cell phones. Okay, you have to realize that part. So one of my wife's roommates was coming over to see my roommate. She had no idea that me and Jesse lived together. So her roommate said, hey, I'm going over to see my buddy Jesse. You want to come? She said, yeah, sure. So they come, they knock on the door, and I open the door, and she says, you? I was like, yeah, you. It was hilarious. But by the end of the night, we really hit it off. And then the next night, we had a marker board, and we had people's names written on it and their phone numbers, because that was back in the days, which most of you don't remember, where you pick up a phone, you dial it, it has a cord, right? And I called basically her apartment and said, hey, is Heather there? And invited her to come over. But that's how I met my lovely wife, who I love dearly and will be married to it's be 14 years coming up soon.